What is going on, wrestling fans? This is a different format than I would usually do. I'm not gonna be editing this one as much. I'm just recording this on StreamYard, as you can see right here. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. And today we will be covering Saturday night's main event. Now, as in covering, I mean not just a recap. I mean, I'm going to tell you everything that happened, but not just a recap. I'm going to be giving you my review, what I think of what happened, and what I think is going to happen next. So let's hop into the first match. I'm not going to waste your time, but make sure to like, subscribe, turn those post notifications on before we start. Okay, first match on the card: Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Now, before I tell you the outcome, I want to tell you my thoughts on the match in general. I think that the match was very engaging. I mean, was it Randy Orton's best match? No, right? It was kind of predictable because I could kind of tell when they were gonna do their finishers. I could tell when Drew was about to hit the Claymore. I could tell when Randy Orton was about to hit that RKO. There was no really surprise element, but it was fun. It was fun to watch. Now, Randy Orton did end up getting the win on this one with, from an RKO to Drew McIntyre. But then afterwards, there's this whole thing with Jelly Roll, and Jelly Roll was in Randy Orton's corner for this match. Why? No idea. But Jelly Roll was like helping Randy Orton get up because he got attacked by Logan Paul. And then Jelly Roll got Claymored in the face. Just Drew McIntyre just ran up and just not punt, but just Claymore kicked his head. And mind you, Jelly Roll is not a wrestler. Jelly Roll is a music artist. So Jelly Roll got Claymored. Jelly Roll was like, oh, he was knocked down for a bit, and then he got helped up by Randy Orton, and they went outside of the arena, and they kind of just got better. But then it was announced later in the night that there's going to be a SummerSlam. There's going to be a SummerSlam match with Jelly Roll Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. This is where my review comes in. Why do we need Jelly Roll in a SummerSlam match? Why? You watch WWE for the wrestlers. I thought that the match between Pat McAfee and what's-his-face Gunther, I thought that was going to be like the climax of this non-wrestler beef, right? But no, we have to. I already got pissed off when Travis Scott ruined the main event of WrestleMania 41. And I'm even more pissed off now because Jelly Roll is in probably one of the best matches to be made at SummerSlam. Why? He's not a wrestler. There's no point. There's no point. I feel like he's using his higher status to get him a match. I'm not saying he's using it, but just because he's like really famous, he gets a SummerSlam match. And that is angry because we could have used so many other people, right? Teamed up with so many other people. But no. Okay, well, that was the first match. As you can tell, I'm not super happy with that. But after that, they cut the commercial and whatnot, and then they came back and they were showing the people in the crowd. And one of the people in the crowd was, you guessed it, Jade Cargill. And Jade Cargill kind of said, hello, hello. And then Naomi ran up from God knows where in the crowd and just hits her. Why? No idea. They're just attacking each other on every single show. But bang, attacks Jade Cargill. And they're going at it for a little bit, right? And then I think it was Nick Aldis. I think Nick Aldis came in, right? And he was like, ladies, this isn't acceptable. And I thought you guys might do this. So, I've created a special guest referee for your match to maintain order. And then the music hits, and it's Bianca Belair. I'm on my own against the one. Yeah, Bianca Belair is the new special guest referee for Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Do I think this is the right call? Yes. Yes, I think it's the right call. Great booking, Triple H. You finally did it. I think that this was a great call because Bianca Belair was friends with both of them, and Naomi broke Bianca and Jade up. So I think this is a great call. considering Bianca no longer likes any of them. So, great call. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. There's probably going to be some flaws, like every wrestling match, but it's going to be good. And I know that for a fact. So let's hop over to the next match on the card. Yes, next match on the card. Okay. Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso for the U.S. Championship. Interesting match. Okay. So the outcome of this match was Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa rolled up Jimmy Uso. A roll-up pin. 1, 2, 3. With Tala Tonga's foot being held up against Solo Sikoa's back to keep the pin on. So we can definitely see that Solo Sikoa and his new MFT, the My Family Tree faction, that's kind of definitely going down into that heel. They're definitely heels now. They're cheating to win. So it's this whole thing, right? But so after Solo Sikoa retained, Jacob Fatu came out. The usual shenanigans. Jacob Fatu, hit his little his moves. He hit the shakes or whatever he does. And it was a pretty standard match. I kind of expected Jacob Fatu to come out. Roman Reigns did not come back at Saturday Night's Main Event. I responded to a comment by that Kelly asked. It was like, do you think Roman Reigns is going to return on Saturday Night's Main Event? And I said no. And I forgot to mention the short, but I thought that Jacob Fatu would probably be the right match and not Roman Reigns, because Jacob Fatu is still really angry that he lost his championship, right? Like, that makes sense. That makes sense that Jacob Fatu was the one that would come out, right? But yeah, Solo Sikoa retains, still the champion. Oh well, not my pick. I kind of want to see Jimmy Uso with the singles championship, but oh well. Okay. Next match on the card. This one was an interesting one. Okay. Seth Rollins, versus LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight walked out with the victory on this one. I'm not sure if this was supposed to happen, because Seth Rollins was about to hit a springboard, I think like moonsault or something. Yeah, his springboard moonsault, and LA Knight moved out of the way, and Seth Rollins landed on his feet and then tweaked his knee. I don't know if he tore something. I have no idea. But there's just one non-televised show back, I think it was like 2019 or something, and Seth Rollins about to hit a buckle bomb or like a power bomb off the top rope, and he landed with his feet down and he tore his ACL or something. So that could definitely be what happened. I'm not totally sure, but Seth Rollins got injured, and LA Knight saw this, and Seth Rollins was like, pin me, come on, finish the match. I need to go backstage for medical attention. And LA Knight hit his BFT, and 1, 2, 3. So LA Knight walked out with the victory on that one. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. I hope not the injury, but I hope that LA Knight was supposed to win. Because me personally, I love LA Knight. I remember when LA Knight kind of had his rise to fame at the 2023 Royal Rumble. That was peak. That was great. But I'm glad that they are. If he was supposed to win, I'm glad that they're pushing LA Knight. I think they're trying to show us that they are finally listening to us, which I feel like for LA Knight is a little overdue, because I think that LA Knight should have won the Money in the Bank match 2 years ago. I think that LA Knight, me personally, I loved LA Knight as the U.S. champion. I think Jacob Fatu deserved it, but I want LA Knight with some gold or something on his race, something that he holds and can call his own. I want something for LA Knight because he is so talented, and I love LA Knight. He's amazing. But yeah, LA Knight walked out with the victory on that one because Seth Rollins got legitimately injured. But yeah. Okay. So that was the second to last match. And then the main event, Goldberg versus Gunther. And this was honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Goldberg. I'm not. I don't know why. I'm just not. But I have a problem that this match was made in general. My issue with this match is that we are bringing back part-timers that get immediate World Heavyweight Championship matches. Why? Give that shot to Jey Uso. Give that championship rematch to Jey Uso. Right? At Saturday Night's main event and have Jey win it back. Have Jey win it back. Because I love Jey Uso, and I know that we have to put other people on top, but like Gunther is such a boring champion, right? Such a boring champion. And to have that spot taken by Goldberg to challenge Gunther for the championship is preposterous. Jey Uso 100% should have had that opportunity, right? I don't care what happened at Bad Blood in Atlanta. I don't care what happened, right? Why? There's no point. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Gunther retained. I expected that. Goldberg was not going to walk out as champion. That's a given. That is a given. He's you know, I'm gonna look it up right now. You guys can still see me. I'm gonna look it up though. Goldberg age. Goldberg, get this, is 58 years old. Goldberg is 58 years old. He shouldn't even be in the ring. He shouldn't be in the ring. Right? He's a legend. I understand that. He tears through people with his spear. His jackhammer is devastating. But why is he in the ring? Why do we bring him back and get him an immediate World Heavyweight Championship match? Why? It's stupid. It's dumb. And this kind of booking by Triple H with these people that either aren't wrestlers or part-timers coming in and getting immediate championship matches are crazy. Now, I know Travis Scott didn't get a championship match, but Travis Scott coming into WrestleMania 41 and no one else is crazy. We were all hyped up for that match at WrestleMania 41, and it was kind of ruined by Travis Scott. Like, no disrespect for Travis Scott, right? But like, why? I was glad when I saw him get crossroads by Cody, because Cody is my favorite wrestler. But like, come on. I think what you guys should take out of this, and if Triple H is watching, you should take notes of this too. Why are you bringing back these part-timers to get big WWE World Championship matches? I would be less angry if it was I don't know, like an Intercontinental Championship or US Championship. But the World Heavyweight Championship is a World Championship. That is, I guess, like the second most prestigious championship in the business. The number one being John Cena, the Universal not Universal. That's not even a championship anymore. The Undisputed Champion. That's the highest here, and then right under it is still a world champion, but it's the World Heavyweight Championship. Why does a part-time walk in and just snatch that title shot? I'm glad he didn't win. I would have been so angry if he won. I'm not the biggest fan of Gunther because he's kind of a boring champion, but I was glad that he retained. So yeah, that's it for the recap and review. Tell me guys, tell me guys what you guys think in the comments about this. I thought this was I thought this was a good PLE, right? It was good. I mean, there were definitely some flaws. Definitely some mistakes. Seth Rollins has knee injury. But I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I'm glad I tuned in. Don't forget, tonight at 7 o'clock, there is a there is a PLE Women's Evolution, an exclusively women's PLE. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be spectacular. I'm definitely tuning in to watch. So yeah. That's it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never ever miss another upload. Until next time, peace.